So this question, we have to understand some basic and general cases. That is the sum k equals to 0 to infinity p to the power of k equals to 1 minus p, 1 divided by 1 minus p. That is the geometry series. And if we differentiate both sides, the left side becomes the sum k equals to 0 to k to the infinitive k times p to the power of k minus 1, and the right side becomes 1 divided by 1 minus p to the power of 2. And then we can just multiply with p, and we got that k equals to 0 to k equals to infinity, k times with p to the power of k equals to p divided by 1 minus p to the power of 2. And then if we differentiate this by left and right, we got that the sum k equals to 1 to the infinitive k squared times p to the power of k minus 1 equals to 1 plus p divided by 1 minus p to the power of 3. And if we just multiply p again, then we got k from 1 to infinity k squared times p to the power of k equals 1 plus p times p divided by 1 minus p to the power of 3. And then if we differentiate this equation, the left side becomes k from 1 to infinity k to the power of 3 and p to the power of k minus 1 equals to p squared plus 4 times p plus 1 divided by 1 minus p to the power of 4. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 basic cases to solve this problem. And the first problem is we have to decide the number of b. Actually, we know that because it's a mass function, k from 1 to infinity px equals to k is 1. So we just use the first formula. We have already got it. That is k from 1 to infinity b times k times p to the power of k minus 1 equals 1. Then we take the derivative, the differential. Then we got that b divided by 1 minus p to the square equals to 1. And we got b equals to 1 minus p to the power of 2. That is the value of b. Second question, we have to figure out the expectation of x. Actually, we got the formula that the expectation of x equals to k from 1 to infinity k times the probability that x equals to k. And now we got b times k from 1 to infinity k squared times p to the power of k minus 1. Then we can simply use the third formula we have already understand, and then we got it equals to 1 plus p divided by 1 minus p to the power of 3. And that's the expectation of x. The third question is we have to figure out the value of the expectation of x squared. Then we use the definition of the expectation of x squared equals to k from 1 to infinity k squared, the probability of x equals to k. And now we got b times k from 1 to infinity k to the power of 3 times p to the power of k minus 1. And now we just use the last formula, and we got that it should be p to the power of 2 plus 4p plus 1 divided by 1 minus p to the power of 4. Times b, and that should be p squared plus 4p plus 1 divided by 1 minus p to the power of 2. And that's the answer of the question 3. The last question, the probability that x equals to k when x is ranging from 2 and 2 to 5. In order to solve this question, we just have to use the conditional probability, and that should equals to the probability that x equals to k and x is more than 2 and less than 5 divided by the probability that x is ranging from 2 to 5, and that should be p x equals to k, and also x is ranging from 2 to 5 divided by b times k ranging from 2 to 5, k times with p to the power of k minus 1. And now we can figure out that is roughly 0.83 times k times 1/3 to the power of k minus 1. And in this case, k should be equals to 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's the answer of the question 1. Thank you.